network address. Next, the host ID is 204.9AFFFE10:9ADB. So this is an MAC address of the PC. So the MAC address of the PC is 00. Here we can see 0004.9A10:9ADB. so it is an 48-bit MAC address. So in that MAC address, the 7th bit is 0, means we can take it as 1. So here the 7th bit is 0, so we can put it as an 1. So 204.9A then FFFE10:9ADB. so here we can see 9AFFFE10:9ADB. okay, now we can generate the IP version 6 address in PC1. so IP version 6 config. Next we can give auto config. Next we can give IP version 6 config. Yeah, we can get the default gateway address. Next the PC address. This is an MAC address. MAC address of that PC1 is an 48-bit address. So the 7th bit is 0, means we can take it as an 1. So here we can take it as 1. So 240. So the leading 0 can be eliminated. Next, here also the leading 0 can be eliminated. In between we can insert FF:FE33:808. okay, now we can auto generate the IP version 6 address into PC2 and PC3. We can go to the PC2. Here we can give IP version 6 config space auto config. Next, IP version 6 config. Yeah, this is a default gateway. This is a MAC address for fast Ethernet 0/1. so in between we can add FFFE. so this is a MAC address of PC2. this is an net ID. okay, now we can go to the PC3. so IP version 6 config space auto config. IP version 6 config. Yeah, this is a default gateway. so it is a MAC address for fast Ethernet 0/1. this is a MAC address for PC3. this is a net ID. okay, so here we don't want to use routing protocol because network 1 and network 2 both are direct connected network, so it can be communicated easily. Now PC0 can communicate with PC2. so the PC2 address is here. so we can copy that address. We can go to the PC. so here we can give ping space address. Yeah, we can get reply from that PC2. okay, now network 1 can communicate with network 2. okay, so in this video tutorial we can see how to apply the IP version 6 address to the PC and interface. so first of all, we can go to that particular interface and enable that interface as an IP version 6, because IP version 4 is an default, it is an inbuilt, but IP version 6 it cannot be enabled on that router, so we can enable on that particular interface. In global mode we can give IP version 6 space unicast -routing, then only the router forwards the IP version 6 traffic. so we can enable that on global mode. Next, in IP version 6 the unicast message have two types, global address and link local. so the global address, using global address we can communicate from one network to another network. it can be configured manually, but link local address, if you are enable that interface, means it automatically generate the link local address. so using link local address we can communicate within the network without applying the IP version 6 address. But if you want to communicate from one network to another network, means we can apply the global address, then only it can be communicating. Just we can enable that interface as an IP version 6, means it automatically generate the link local address. so using link local address we can communicate within the network. so in link local address starts with FE80. next, the MAC address can be added to the link local address. it is an 48-bit address. in the MAC address, each character is an hexadecimal. that means 0 means it represents 0000, 1 means it represents 0001. so the 7th bit if the MAC address can be taken, the fast Ethernet 0/0 MAC address can be taken, it is an 48-bit address. In the 7th bit it is an 0 means we can take an as 1. If it is 1 means we can take an as 0. It is an inverse. So here we can see the multicast address FF02::1. So this group is used, so each and every device can use IP version 6 means can join in this group. FF02::2 means each and every router can use IP version 6 means all these router can join in this group. So if the router can use OSPF means they can join in this group FF02::5 and 6. If the router can use a RIP means can join in this group. If the router can use EHRP means they can join in this group FF02::10. So FF02::1:FF then 24 bits XX:4X. So this is an sophisticated address. So for what purpose we can use this address means in IP version 6 it does not use the ARP, that is address resolution protocol. In IP version 4 we can use the address resolution protocol, we can find out the destination address, but here we cannot use the ARP. Instead of that we can use sophisticated address. So thank you for watching this video.